Okay, welcome everybody to our Sunday night Zoom call. So excited that you guys have taken the time out of your Sunday night to be with us because you are in for a huge treat. Tonight we have Emerald Ambassador Autumn McLees on. Autumn and I met last April at the Rockstar Ruby Retreat. Isn't that right, Autumn?
Mm-hmm.
And we hit it off. She is amazing. We have a ton in common. Autumn loves her family. Autumn loves the Lord. And obviously Autumn loves Plexus. Autumn is amazing with the products. She has built an awesome team, got into Emerald, and she was on the builders top 20. I think she was in the top 20 business builders last month. So we're super excited to have her pour into our team tonight, and we're so thankful that she has taken the time out of her busy schedule to be with us tonight. So I'm going to let Autumn take it away.
Yay! Okay, so excited to be here with you guys. I'll just share a quick story about myself so you kind of have a little bit of a background. I am a holistic, crunchy mama of two little kiddos, and I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease about 10 years ago. And that sent me on a health journey to learn so much about natural approaches to health, because I was one that I didn't want to band-aid my problem, my symptoms. I wanted to know why I had what I had, and I wanted to get down to the root of the problem and fix it. And so my mainstream doctor couldn't do a thing for me. He had no idea why I had this autoimmune disease, and it was limiting in my life. And so I sought out holistic practitioners. And through this journey, I have learned so much through a holistic doctor, a friend that's a nutritionalist, and another friend that's a naturopath. And plus I have just this side passion of like learning about cancer and disease. And I just follow all these different authors and holistic MDs. And on the side, I just love learning about all that, because I truly believe that our immune system, the way God created it, was meant to heal itself, and it was meant to rejuvenate. And yet we live in such a toxic world. Our bodies are so overburdened with toxins and prescriptions and poor diet and crazy high amounts of sugar. And so when I came upon Plexus, I initially saw two friends that were finding health results, like really radical health results, life-changing on these products. And I thought, well, wow, this is like really interesting, because all I saw was a pink drink, which I assumed totally had red dye in it. So be mindful of that. If you do have any, kind of crunchy friends, they're totally going to think red dye. So you want to put that out, that misconception out real fast. And I just couldn't figure out how what seemed like a weight loss company was changing my friends' lives. So I sat down to research all the products. My two friends went ranking in the company, which I didn't even think was possible in any of these companies, because I had never known anybody to rank or actually make a decent amount of money. And without having to go out and do parties and waste all this time. And so after I sat down and researched the products for many weeks, I seriously went through every single ingredient. I decided, okay, this is totally legit. These are amazing natural health supplements that are like truly amazing ingredients. When I say amazing, I'm not exaggerating. I have not seen natural supplements quite like what Plex has. Even through my holistic practitioner friends, or even on the shelf at the health food store. No wonder why we have products. Can you guys hear me? Laura, can you hear me?
Yeah, you were freezing up a little bit there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you right now. You have a little bit of bad connection, it looks like.
Can you hear me?
But we can hear you. I can hear you right now. But you're freezing up a little bit.
Okay. I don't know why. Okay, but you can hear me okay. You just can't see me very well.
Yeah, every now and again you'll freeze up a little bit, but I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what is going on with our internet. Okay. So if you can't hear me for some reason, please stop me. So I'm not like talking to
How?
I totally forgot where I was. But anyway, I jumped in, I researched the products. And so I jumped into this business. I knew that even if I was on natural supplements before, I was healthier than I had ever been. I truly wasn't expecting to feel a difference with Plexus. And so I was amazed that when getting on the triplex, I actually felt a difference. So without further ado, let's jump in to talking about these products. I'd like to share my screen because I want to talk about the health benefits. And 1 second here. Oops, hold on. So I think it's important to note that these products, as I have, can you see my screen okay, Laura? Oops,
Yes, ma'am. We can see it. Yep.
Okay. So these products are all, according to our product ingredients department, they are all GMO-free, heavy metal-free, pesticide-free, gluten-free, and some ingredients are apparently organic. All of our products are also ingredients such as vitamins, minerals, plant extracts, superfoods, and herbs. So despite the fact that they, like our Slim drink, for example, doesn't look like a vitamin and plant-based supplement, it is. And so I think that's the point that you need to get across to people. I think that people just think, oh, this is just some magical, cutesy pink drink. And in reality, no, this is an amazing health supplement that is tied into every single testimony we have out there. I mean, this is our cornerstone product. So let's talk about our pink drink and kind of break it down as to what it does. I personally don't tend to share that Slim is so much a weight loss drink as I share that it is a health drink, and that as a side effect, some people may tend to slim down or maybe lose some inches or weight. So, and that comes as a result of balancing the body. So Slim helps balance, obviously, blood sugar, but cholesterol, lipids, blood pressure, and then triglycerides. Now, when you balance out your blood sugar levels, this can help the average American in various ways. So your blood sugar is directly correlated to your energy levels. It also correlates with your sleep, your mood. So if you are irritable, or if you are ever hangry, that new word that they say, and it also can correlate with your hormones, especially for us females. Hence the reason, or at least part of the reason, why some people are able to actually conceive after being on some of our products. So blood sugar is super important, and that's where most of the energy comes from. I mean, this product has no caffeine. They legally have to list that it may contain 2% or less caffeine, but when Plexus does third-party testing, it comes up with 0% caffeine. So that's important to note for people. And it helps. It will not a meal replacement or a shake, obviously. Thing to note. But it does have one ingredient that can potentially help burn fat, but not enough to significantly make an impact, because obviously myself, I have been on this product for like 2 years now. I have not gained or lost. It's really just going to help balance the body. So for somebody that needs to lose weight, then it obviously helps them usually in that direction. It's got lots of antioxidants in it. It's actually got an anti-inflammatory. So if you have someone that is, struggles with some aches and pains, they may notice that just being on Slim has actually helped decrease that a bit. As I said, there is no red dye. It's colored with beet extract. And then it is, of course, sweetened with stevia and monk fruit. Chromium is one of the main ingredients in Slim. And this helps convert your food more efficiently into energy. So another energy aspect. Chromium is known to be great for PCOS and for depression. And then extract. When you do your research on that, you're going to find that it's a natural anti-inflammatory, a natural antibacterial, and an antioxidant. It lies within the raw state of the coffee bean. So the raw state of coffee is green, and within that lies chlorogenic acid. Now, chlorogenic acid is also found in some berries and things. But when you roast coffee, most of that chlorogenic acid actually gets destroyed. So you're losing some of those best health benefits that can come about from that coffee bean, and yet we get it in our Slim. Alpha lipoic acid is probably my favorite ingredient. It is
We can't hear you, Autumn. Oh, bummer. Hang tight, everybody. She's probably going to try to get back on. Don't jump off. She's going to come. She's going to get back on. She's probably messaging me. We're having some technical difficulties tonight. Sorry, everybody. See if she hopped back on. Thank y'all for your patience. Sorry, everybody. I would tell a joke, but I'm not good at telling jokes, so let's wait for Autumn.
Is my mic on? You're laughing at me?
Yes. Is it really?
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, I'm
There
back.
she is.
I don't know what happened. It just went away. Okay.
Maybe you'll have better service now that you reconnected.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. My husband said our internet guys are working on something, so I don't know. Okay, let me get my webinar back here. Okay, so
You're on alpha lipoic acid.
thank you. Okay, so alpha lipoic acid is an amazing ingredient. If you do your research, you'll see that there's actually some studies that may show that it helps possibly prevent Alzheimer's and dementia. And it's great for chronic fatigue, blood vessel vascularity. It's also a heavy metal chelator. So believe it or not, we come in contact with heavy metals all the time in our food and environment and things. So to be able to actually support our bodies and kind of detox those heavy metals is amazing. And it is also an antioxidant. So I think, and of course, Slim in general is our tool, right? It's the tool for the average American to help with sugar cravings, to help people have more control over their food. And that comes from the ingredient I don't have listed on here, which is called Garcinia cambogia, which is actually from the cucumber family. It's a popular dish in Southeast Asia, or a popular fruit, I should say. And this drink, it's important to know that, the average American can drink it once a day. But if somebody is looking for extra weight loss, or if they are looking for extra blood sugar stabilization, or maybe they're just having some extra cravings that day and they need some help, they can bump it up to 2. With the extra weight loss, it's important to note as well that when Plexus did their study for our weight loss trial group, that the people were on 2 Slim a day. They were on the triplex and 2 Slim a day and saw that weight loss. So you just may keep that in mind. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I feel like I always miss something with Slim because it's just so amazing. I think that's about it. Okay, so let's move on to gut health. How can your gut affect your health? So have any of you, I'm sure you all have all been on an antibiotic, birth control, steroids, prescriptions. I mean, good grief. Some of the doctors are handing it out like candy, right? There is, anytime you're on any type of medication or any of those, let's take an antibiotic, for example, its job is to wipe out your bad bacteria, anything that is lurking and causing harm. And so, of course, that antibiotic doesn't discriminate. It wipes out the good as well. We were all born with good flora, and we all were born with some bad bacteria. It's actually called candida. It's more like a fungus. And that was meant to be there for when we die. It actually helps our body decompose. It was never meant to gain an upper hand and, take control. And essentially that's what's happening in the day and age that we live in, with the food and the environmental toxins and the prescriptions that are putting our good bacteria in jeopardy, if not completely wiping it out. So when your good bacteria, your good flora is gone or it is depleted, then your army of defense, which is, 70 to 80% of your immune system is in your gut. When that's gone or wiped, depleted, then you've got a weakened immune system. Your intestinal wall is at risk of deteriorating over time. And it's your whole sewer system. It's your whole root system at the same time. It's where we absorb our nutrients. So over time, with our poor American diets and medications, you can actually start to have what's called leaky gut. And this is a real thing. Holistic practitioners, many of them actually have a test that you can do that checks your intestinal permeability. Your gut should not be permeable at all, but if it is, then chances are you have some type of autoimmune disease, you have eczema, psoriasis, food allergies, all different types of ailments that can come from your gut leaking. Why is our gut important? As I said, our immune system is there. It's where our nutrients are absorbed. It's also known as our second brain. So our gut actually has more neurotransmitters and more serotonin receptors than our brain does. Hence the reason why people are sleeping better on our triplex. So when you get to break down and destroy and kind of combat a lot of those hostile organisms, then we can actually start to gain an upper hand on our health. So that's where the ProBio 5 comes in. So it's important that you understand, because this is a very common question: how is our probiotic different than other probiotics out there? And why can't I just eat yogurt and be fine? So America has much bigger problems to tackle. Yogurt, first of all, whatever probiotics are in yogurt, most of them, if not all of them, will not make it past your stomach acid. They're all going to be destroyed. What's beautiful about our ProBio 5 is it is in a special capsule that's kind of, in a sense, time released, and it is going to make it a lot further down into the digestive tract. It is not a veggie capsule, and that's actually a good thing because it can make it down further. So if you have any vegetarians that need that veggie capsule, I mean, of course, they can go buy veggie capsules at the health food store and recapsulate it themselves. Worst case scenario, if somebody couldn't swallow a capsule, they could put it in yogurt. Applesauce is a little too acidic. But our capsule is awesome, and it's gonna get it down further so it can have more of an impact. So this probiotic, you guys, is unlike any probiotic out there that I have ever seen. I did not know that there was an enzyme that actually destroyed candida. And candida is that nasty fungusy type yeast that overgrows in the body when your good bacteria is wiped out. So to be able to destroy Candida is huge. That's why we have people experiencing Candida die-off. This probiotic is no joke. You do not ever want to give a sample of this to somebody, because this is a detoxing machine. And once you start that detoxing process, you want them to continue that. I mean, at minimum for a month before they stop. Obviously, our goal is to get people on these products and committed to the next 6 months. But also the 60 to 90 day range is, I guess, a decent starting place. But people need to be consistent, because this is really going to the root of your gut. And there's enzymes in this that actually eat away at arterial plaque, at cellular debris, at scar tissue, or any type of non-living tissue. And there's one enzyme that eats away at kind of the waxy residue that lines your intestinal wall and can cause malabsorption problems. So this is amazing. And it has that antifungal in it. It's got some vitamin C, some B6. So our probiotic, this is not just a digestive enzyme, like as in food. We're talking hostile organisms, toxins, cellular debris, like we're talking the real bad stuff. And so I still have yet to see any probiotic, and I get asked all the time, I feel, and I'm constantly looking at different probiotics. Never have I seen one like ours. I think it's important to note all the things that Candida is connected to, and here's just some of them. Can bring relief to sugar cravings, fatigue, bloating, anxiety, brain fog, irritability, heartburn, indigestion, food and environmental allergies, acne, dry, itchy skin, jock itch, migraines, reoccurring vaginal infections, menstrual problems. You guys, Candida is connected to so many different things, and yet this is part of helping people. And this is why we have some of the testimonies that we do. Okay, next up is our BioCleanse. And this is like a must with our probiotic. First of all, America is not eliminating enough. Most of America is not eliminating even daily. So to get their bowels moving is a big monumental health stride right there. But because of what the enzymes are doing in the probiotic, it is like a must that these bowels are moving, so that once we are starting to destroy and break down all of that, that we can get it out like ASAP. This also has the oxygenating components of bioflavonoids. And then it has sodium bicarbonate, which is actually baking soda. And there are amazing health benefits to baking soda, as it helps alkalinize the body and the gut. So that's anytime you can alkalinize and oxygenate, you're actually helping prevent disease and fungus and bacteria and all of those things. Like cancer, for example, it cannot live or survive in an oxygen-rich alkaline environment. I forget what the alkaline number is. I think it's like a 7.5 or something, but in holistic research, cancer can't even begin in a high alkaline body. So this is just some of those little contributing things that we do daily to help our health and help fight against disease and illness, and yet boost our immune system in these ways. So BioCleanse. Oh, and I forgot to go back to Probio 5. It is of the utmost importance that you are working with your customers and your ambassadors on these products. If you don't, and you just give them the instructions of how to take it, and let's say they don't listen and they don't follow it, I've had those people, especially in the beginning, and I had to learn my lesson the hard way. But people need that guidance. So you want to be checking in with them, every couple days in the beginning, helping them get started. And, after they do their first BioCleanse, check in with them. Some people are going to find that they have a looser stool. Others will say, I don't feel a thing. And so those people that didn't feel much, then maybe in the next day, you can go ahead and take them up to 2 already. For somebody that has a looser stool, you're going to want to give them a day or 2 and then work with them to get them up to that full dosage. So same with the Probio 5. You can go up to 4 of the probiotics. And that would be awesome, because then you'd really be able to get kind of the upper hand on your gut. But, average dosage is 2 a day, which of course is that month's supply. And then the BioCleanse, our goal is to get people up to 4 a day so they can get the full oxygenating and alkalinizing components. Most people just think that the BioCleanse is just to help you go to the bathroom. And of course, that's not the case. There's so many other health benefits that come about from bioflavonoids too, and extra collagen production. So you'd see good things in any wrinkles or fine lines. And just cleaning up the gut, you guys. If you do your research, like I said, eczema, psoriasis, food allergies, anxiety and depression, your mood starts in your gut. Brain fog, sleep, just like everything. And your nutrient absorption, if you're even able to absorb your supplements, this is huge to be able to address your gut health. And if you're eating healthy, but your gut is in poor shape, well, that food isn't going to be quite as helpful as we would like, because your poor gut is so damaged. So that's why, you guys, we have such amazing testimonies. Why we have people that love these products is because it is helping America in so many ways. Okay, let's move on to our X Factor vitamin. Now, this is another one that you're going to want to really know how it's different, because obviously there's lots of vitamins out there, and people are going to say, well, why should I take your vitamin? So this has your basic, multivitamins that you're going to want, you need, but it has New Zealand black currant, which is a superfood, or super berry, I should say. It's great for immune health, eye health, and brain health. But the best part of it has aloe vera. And from what I gather and hear, we have one of the purest forms of aloe you can get. Our aloe actually comes from the rich volcanic soils of Costa Rica, where it matures in 12 months instead of the usual 18 months. And when you put aloe with a vitamin, you can potentially enhance your absorption of those vitamins up to 300% more than the average vitamin out there. So just going to be real with you all, there is a lot of crap vitamins out there. They are not bioavailable. You take them and people get nauseous because their body cannot break it down. It's manufactured very poorly. And it's just, people are literally going to be peeing it out because, for one, their gut can't absorb it. The body can't break it down. And that's where Plexus has done an amazing job at this vitamin, because somebody that does have poor gut health, they're finally going to be able to absorb their nutrients. That's why we have the testimonies of people's hair regrowing, nails, skin, all of that. When you absorb your nutrients, you see external results. Even for me, I have been on so many different multivitamins, and this one is the only one that I have new hair growth. I need to wet my hair down most days because I've got all these new hairs sticking up. So now, the fact that it's bioavailable, which means it can be used at a cellular level, and that aloe vera helps absorb it so the body can actually use it where it's needed. It's also great for anyone with the MTHFR gene mutation because it has folate in it. Folic acid is synthetic. Folate is, once again, bioavailable for the body to readily use as it's needed. It's great for those with anemia. And in fact, my friend, she needed iron infusions like every week, and she doesn't need it anymore thanks to the triplex and this vitamin. And there's actually some naturally occurring iron in New Zealand blackcurrant. Okay, I think that's about it for our vitamin. Let's talk about our Ease line. I want you guys to think about this as like the Ease capsules as your natural approach to ibuprofen and Motrin. This can literally replace that in your medicine cabinet. And please help your poor family and friends that are living off of over-the-counter medications, because I don't know if you've seen the new stats that the FDA put out, but they have raised the risk of heart attack and stroke up to 50% for those that continuously take pain medicines over the counter and so forth. It is so hard on the liver. It is so hard on the gut. And yet we have a very nutrient-dense option here for America. Everybody should know about this. These Ease capsules, the main ingredient is New Zealand green-lipped muscle powder from the seas of New Zealand. It is one of nature's most potent anti-inflammatories. And it also has minerals from the ocean, which are amazing. Most of America is deficient in minerals, and it is full of omega-3s. And we've also got turmeric, which is probably in most of your kitchens. It's an anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory spice. Serapeptase, which is also in our probiotic. Serapeptase actually eats away at inflammation in the body. And then bromelain, which is pineapple extract. So together, this Ease capsule can treat, just your average headache. It can help with those with arthritis, plantar fasciitis, hip bursitis, tendinitis, a back injury, you name it. And then we have our Ease cream, which is obviously your topical approach. It's still got the New Zealand green-lipped muscle plus some other things, other great ingredients for that, instant relief. So we've got, kind of the 1-2 punch for someone that's got inflammation. They've got the external approach along with the internal approach. And it's important to note that when helping someone on the Ease capsules, they can take, if someone's in chronic daily pain, they can take up to 6 Ease capsules in a day. And actually, you want to do this. It's called a loading dose. And when you're trying to battle inflammation, you really need to get that upper hand on it. And so that's why you want to start in a large dosage to really combat that inflammation head on. Now, if someone is in pain, the triplex along with the Ease is ideally the best combination, because believe it or not, your gut is like the core of the inflammation in your body. So by addressing your gut health, people will also notice decreased pain. But then coupling this with the triplex and our pink drink, which had some of those natural anti-inflammatories, people should be able to see a significant relief in pain, if not a complete elimination of pain. I know somebody that lived in pain, a level of a 9 daily, between 9 and 10, it was a 9. And, it's gone. And that is just such a blessing to her. So be mindful of how to use Ease. Oh, and then once you do that loading dose, your goal is to stay at that loading dose until they feel some relief. And when they do start to feel that relief, then they can slowly back down. Now, 6 a day does seem like a lot. So like I said, it depends on the person and their pain level. Remind them they have the 60-day money-back guarantee to try this, but hopefully they'll be committed, more long-term, because in general, natural supplements, you guys, it's important to remind our family and friends, we're not talking about drugs. We're talking about real ingredients that need time to go to work in the body. America's so used to their quick fix. They run to the drugstore to get something for their runny nose or to quickly relieve their headache. And, natural supplements can be a little bit slower of a process, and you need to be committed, and you need to take it daily because it doesn't stay in the system like a drug does. When you take it daily, it gives your body those health benefits that day, and then it needs it again the next day to continue that. Okay, our block is one of obviously our natural weight loss products. I love this one, and if somebody is looking for weight loss, I tend to go with this personally, just because it doesn't have any caffeine. I've got to change the ingredients here, but we have the white kidney bean extract, the brown seaweed blend, which does have a bit of iodine in it from the ocean, so that's great, and it can help feed the thyroid. And then they've also added chromium in it. And so this is just a great extra support. If someone is looking for weight loss and is struggling with blood sugar issues or has diabetes, this is a great option because it also helps support those healthy blood sugar levels, helps slow the conversion of glucose to fat. And then, of course, it helps block up to 48% of those sugars and starches, which is fantastic for those with sugar issues and, of course, the average American. Okay, so to sum up our last products, we have our body cream. This is got the activated charcoal in it, which makes it gray. It's also got some great things like sweet almond oil and aloe vera and lavender and all sorts of good stuff. This can be used as a lotion, and it's important what we put on our body is good and pure, good ingredients, because our skin is actually the largest organ. And unlike when we eat certain things, through our mouth and it gets to be processed throughout our organs internally, our skin, it really doesn't have a filter. So whatever you're putting on your skin is going directly into your bloodstream. And that's going to be a real problem. So anything that's full of lots of fragrances, lots of lotions out there, especially from, what is that? Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, I mean, it is full of hormone disruptors, parabens, fragrances, crap, you guys, absolute crap. So you want to be careful what you put on your skin and take that seriously with all your personal care products. But our body cream obviously is great for sunburns. The activated charcoal does great things for sunburns, scars, wrinkles, all of that. Our children's vitamin is great in that it also has the New Zealand black currant in it, so they get those health benefits of the brain health, eye health, immune health. Our plexus nerve is my other favorite product, and this is full of amino acids, herbs, and minerals. And this is also probably one of our slowest, just our slowest acting products, I guess you could say, because nerves do not regrow overnight. So you've got to make sure that if somebody is taking this, that they are committed for, I'd say at starting place of 4 months. Just because if they've got some major nerve issues, nerve-related pain, numbness, swelling, neuropathy, that pins and needles sensation, this needs time to go in and open up those capillaries and strengthen that vascularity and get blood flow to the nerve endings. What natural supplements do is they help the body heal itself. That's the beautiful thing about it. That's why I love natural supplements. And so that's what our plexus nerve does. It's got these amazing ingredients that go in and support the body in these ways, so then the body can actually do what it needs to do. And so that's the plexus nerve. For anyone with, most of the time, anybody that's in pain, there is some degree of nerve damage there. So, if they've got lots of pain, you may also consider adding in this nerve supplement. Our protein drinks are great. As you know, they come in vanilla and chocolate. They're full of 21 vitamins and minerals, sweetened with stevia, which is great because lots of them out there have sugar. And then it is grass-fed whey. Our breast health kit And our omega supplements. So we do not get enough omegas in our food. Our body cannot make all of the various omegas. So it's important to supplement. And we have a little patent on this little beauty here, because we have the only complete 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7 plant-based omega. So there's other complete omegas out there, but ours is plant-based. So of course, no fishy burps or aftertaste, and it actually converts to, SDA in the body 5 times faster than other plant-based omegas, such as flaxseed. And then our boost and accelerator, these obviously are more hardcore weight loss products. You want to be careful with these two, that if somebody's taking them, they don't have sensitivity to caffeine, and they don't have high blood pressure. So make sure to ask those questions. I typically, if somebody wants weight loss, sometimes they'll do their research and come to me and say they want these. And my husband has done well on them. But just, make sure and stay close with them, and make sure they have the instructions on how to take these. Out of all our products, important. And then next, the triplex, that you make sure they know how to take them and start off, on the right foot there. These 2 products are also the only 2 products in the whole company that you cannot take together. So Plexus has essentially created our product line. So you could literally be on every single product and not, have too high a dosage of one particular ingredient or overdose or anything. But these are the 2 products that you cannot take together. So make sure that you know that. If you're in this company long enough, you'll run upon somebody that ends up buying both of them, and that's a no-no. They can trade it out, so they can do accelerator one day, boost the next day, but never twice in the same day. And then lastly, our Edge. This is our newest product that is, if you think of it as your natural replacement for energy drinks. So go after your guy friends or your hubby's friends or your dad, or, all those men that live on energy drinks. They're full of sugar, toxic ingredients, fake sugars, all sorts of crap that overstimulate the adrenals and actually end up exhausting the body more. And Plexus has created Edge to not only be a clean form of caffeine. Coffee Robusta, coffee can be full of pesticides. It can actually be pretty bad to drink. And yet Coffee Robusta is one of the purest and cleanest forms of coffee. And it has ingredients that actually help support the body and adrenals. So people typically shouldn't have that shaky feeling. Mental focus, better mood, and then that extra boost of energy. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to cover. I think that's about it. So let me just show you this really quick. Each of these have, like the triplex, for example, each of these has something that correlates with, like, our triplex. So our triplex helps address blood sugar instability, gut health, and inflammation in the body. And so, like sluggish, for example, well, your blood sugar can be making you sluggish and you crash, but also your poor gut health, your inability to absorb nutrients, how fungus and toxic ridden it is, that it is struggling. And that's really, anyway. Okay. So, and we've got fibromyalgia, diabetes, brain fog, arthritis. I mean, all of these really can be taken back in 1 or 2 or 3 ways back to inflammation, gut health, and blood sugar. And so that is why we have the testimonies that we have. So to conclude, before we have any questions, make sure to really work with your friends and family. Set them up for success before they even start. Make sure that they are ideally committed to the next 6 months, but minimum, and I say bare minimum, 60 to 90 days, because you just cannot take these products, you cannot take natural supplements and just see, can you guys see me again? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You cannot just take natural supplements and expect to see much of a difference in 30 days. It just doesn't work like that. You need more time. These need time to balance the body, to clean up the gut, and that comes just barely. Do you start to see some of those health benefits blossom in those 60 to 90 days? So I tell my team, do not even sign anybody. Don't waste anybody's time if they're only going to do a month. Just tell them, this just maybe doesn't sound like it's for you, because it is so much of a waste for them to just do 1 month when they could have seen amazing benefits in their health if they just would have put in that first 60 to 90 days. The other thing is, make sure that they understand that they're ready to be consistent. You cannot start, let's say, the triplex and take it the first week and then you're kind of off and on the second week. Your body is trying to balance and detox, and you're throwing it into this yo-yo effect where it can't figure out what it's doing because you're not being consistent. So important that you are consistent. As I said, these are not drugs. They do not linger in the system. This has to be addressed daily and taken internally. Make the regimen for people very simple. So if I have somebody that is taking the triplex, let's say they have a super busy life, they cannot remember to take their BioCleanse, and they're way behind, I will tell them, you know what, it is better that you get this BioCleanse in you, even with food, worst case scenario, get it in you than not. And if it helps them, move it to bedtime with the probiotic. When I first joined, I initially learned that we don't want to put the BioCleanse and the probiotic together, but Erin Bush, my upline, actually has a friend that had an amazing psoriasis testimony, and my husband had his own eczema testimony, and I knew that if he had to take the BioCleanse during the day, we would never find any success because he would never remember to take it. So I put it with his probiotic, and his eczema is 90-95% gone. So I can validate that it does work, but ideally if the person can take it as intended in between meals throughout the day, then that is the ideal way. But if not, you make sure that they have a simple regimen, that they are just at least getting it in them. Okay.
Absolutely. Awesome, Autumn. Thank you so much. Okay, so we do have a question for you. Heidi asked, how do you respond to the objection that the Garcinia cambogia causes liver damage? Oh, geez.
You know what? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I can, if you message me, Heidi, I can give you a little bit more information against that. It's so ridiculous. Okay, you guys can find any negative information you want on anything out there, okay? If it was causing liver damage, we wouldn't be around right now, nor would all these Garcinia cambogia supplements be sitting on the shelf at our health food stores. It just simply is not the case. There are so many different things with people's health. You can never keep track of people that take natural supplements. We don't know what their eating lifestyle is. We don't know what their previous health conditions are. So you cannot believe what you read on the websites out there and things. But if you go ahead and message me afterwards, I'll try and give you some articles and some information that might help, a little bit more with that topic.
Awesome. Thanks, Autumn. Okay, let's see. Anybody else? Anybody else have any questions for Autumn? She's super knowledgeable about our products, and I love that. I have 6 pages of notes. So I think that it's so important to constantly know more about our products, because I feel like I have a fairly good knowledge, enough at least. I'm not a green personality at all. But I think it's very important to learn something new every day. I've been doing it for 3.5 years, and I learned so many new things that I didn't know before. So I think that that's important, though. I think, in this company, the more you know, the more you're going to be able to sell these products, because the more things you're going to know that it helps, So I just think it's so important to be knowledgeable. So
yeah, people need to know that this is real health supplements. I say this all the time. This is, you guys, we have holistic MDs creating our products. This isn't just like Joe Schmo over here behind the scenes of Plexus throwing supplements together. We have credible people. And right now we have one of the most sought after holistic MDs in the nation. Yep. And so, this is real health supplements. And I think taking it away from this little cutesy pink drink, I mean, that's good and fun and attractive sometimes, but really getting down to the health, and knowing how to explain what the pink drink is doing for you and doing for others. This is real health.
Absolutely. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Nobody else has any questions for Autumn?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead, Ricky.
Mine is not so much about the about the products, but the graphics. Is there any way we can get some of those on your website?
On the team page?
Yes.
I don't know, Autumn. Can you send me that PowerPoint that you have?
Yeah. Yes, I can. Yep.
You can send it to me, and I have this recorded too, Ricky.
All right. Thank you, Autumn.
You're welcome.
You are welcome. Yeah, just be careful to not use them publicly, though, because
exactly.
It's not client training by any means.
Right.
So.
Awesome. Let's see. I just have one question for you. Okay, so if you were to give us a tip on your business and how you work your business each day, especially to get on that leaderboard, I think it's super important to know from other people besides myself and other, leaders on our team, how you work your business and how you feel like you've been the most successful in your business. Because I know that you have an amazing team, and I know you've done really well. So we would just want to know maybe some business tips from you really quick that you might have for us.
Yeah. Okay. So what initially comes to mind is my goal in my whole journey from the beginning is really getting to know my team and not just being this person or this leader that sits up at the top of the team page and throws out bones to the team, but actually knows them on a personal level and can give that encouragement to them and check in with them occasionally. And, I was really good at doing this and knew the majority of my whole team for, quite some time. I want to say into Ruby maybe. And then obviously there gets a point where it's too big. And I still try and do this as best as I can, even with an Emerald team. And if there's somebody super active on the team page and I can tell they're doing this as a business and I haven't met them yet, maybe they're on my level 3 or even 4, I will reach out to them and just try and get to know them a bit. So I say that, just being that friend and creating that community, I'd say more than anything, understanding the products and then the community of this company is unlike anything that any other company has. And so just really knowing people and building friendships in this business, I think is so important. I know of people, and I train my team to do this, but I know of people maybe on other teams that they're like, yeah, I don't know my team. That's her team and that's her team. But my goal is to try and, I don't spend too much time doing this, but just try and fit it in here and there to know people. And so obviously the smaller you are, the easier that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Let me think about what else. Just being, your mindset is huge. And my mindset was of such that when I joined Plexus, I had decided that even if I couldn't get a single friend or family member to join me, that I was still going to go to the top of this company. That meant if I had to call up chiropractic offices, gyms, nutritionist offices, and you guys do that. Look up your local businesses. And if you have someone locally on your team in Plexus, we can be expanding our network and our reach by going out and doing health talks. And, not necessarily sharing the business at like a gym or something, but just doing a health talk and getting all these people that want to lose weight, that want more energy, that want less pain, that calling up your local chiropractic offices and saying, hey, you guys, I'm a health and wellness rep from a health and wellness company. We have products for this and this that your clients would definitely benefit from. Do you guys ever allow health talks there? And so that's what you can do. The sky's the limit. So that was one of the things that I planned on doing. I would open up, 20 million one-stop shops if I had to. I would get, really, really good at my cold market and reaching out to people like when I'm out running errands and things. But my mindset was, I am doing this. And so you really want to check yourself. If you are lacking in belief in yourself, you need to go to your upline or your nearest, strongest upline that can really help work with you and work out that belief, because you have got to have that. And then second of all, you've got to have it in the products. You've got to know, and hopefully this built your belief a lot tonight, having that knowledge and that confidence in what our products can do for America. We have gold medal Olympians in this company. I have triathletes on my team. You would think America's healthiest wouldn't need like health products, but no, they're struggling. Mm-hmm. And yet America's sickest, those going through chemo. So we have an endless network of people in America. That's what makes our business so successful. It's not just a select people group that want face creams and or people that just want jewelry. I mean, we have a product that's consumable within 30 days and it's changing lives, and anybody and everyone can benefit. So that's when you have yourself a successful business. There is no reason why you all can't succeed in this because of these products and because of this company and the way they've set it up for us. So yeah, really dig deep into yourself. And if you give up, that's the only way you're going to fail. Only way, because the people that keep going, keep growing themselves in the self-development department. They keep expanding their network, and eventually they find that person that wants to run. And so you could be giving up or throwing in that towel literally right before you find your rock star that would have taken you through the ranks. So you just, in this business, like they say, it's the 5-year career. Like that book is awesome. You've got to go be committed for the long run, and always be willing to grow yourself, be coachable, and just, be humble enough to learn everything you can. And through this, you will absolutely make it to the top.
Yay. Love your advice, Autumn. That is wonderful. And mindset could not be more important. So I so much agree with you on that. And I think, we struggle with it when we kind of throw ourselves a pity party sometimes, and it's easy to do sometimes when we're having back office issues or shipping issues and things like that. But if you keep your mindset right and you just keep believing in our products and how much they're changing lives, then nothing can stop you, so I definitely love that. So awesome. Does anybody have any more questions for Autumn? I think we're going to let her go because it's way past an hour. I don't want to keep Autumn too long because I know is it earlier there or later there?
7:30.
7:30. Okay. It's earlier there. Okay. Awesome. Well, it's 9:36 here. So if y'all don't have any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and let Autumn go. And we really appreciate you so much, Autumn, for taking the time out. You're amazing. And I'm just so so grateful to know you as a friend. And I just love that in this company, like you said, we're just a community of, we all love each other and we're here for each other and we're one plexus. We train for each other and we support each other. And I love that about our company. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome. Well, you have an awesome,
you guys keep going.
Yep. Keep going. That's right. Awesome, guys. You have an awesome night. Thanks, Autumn.
All right. God bless you all.
God bless you. Bye.